In the sandstone country of south-central Wisconsin, the rock opens into a passage barely wide enough to pass through. On either side, tall walls of layered stone rise close overhead, cool and shadowed, their surfaces banded with the marks of ancient sand. The way narrows until the sky is only a bright ribbon far above, and the world falls quiet between the cliffs. It is a hidden corridor carved into soft and ancient rock, where stone leans in close and the light comes filtered and green. Welcome to Mirror Lake State Park. We are near the town of Baraboo and the Wisconsin Dells, in the gentle, wooded country of south-central Wisconsin. Here the land folds into low bluffs and quiet valleys, and a sheltered lake lies cradled among them. The park spreads across the wooded slopes and sandstone ledges above the water, a landscape of narrow stone passages and still, mirror-like water tucked away from the wider valley. This is the Baraboo and Dells country, one of the most storied corners of Wisconsin. Just to the north, the Wisconsin River winds between famous cliffs of pale sandstone, the walls that gave the Dells their name. The same soft stone runs south through this quieter ground, where it surfaces in ledges and bluffs above the lake. It is a landscape shaped by water and time, where the river country and the sheltered lake share a single ancient foundation of stone. The rock here is soft Cambrian sandstone, laid down as sand and shallow seas an almost unimaginably long time ago. Grain by grain, over ages beyond counting, those sands were pressed into stone, banded in pale layers that still show the pattern of their making. It is the same ancient rock that farther north forms the great cliffs of the Dells, soft enough to be carved, yet firm enough to stand in walls and ledges. It is the patient foundation on which this whole landscape rests. And soft stone invites the slow work of water. Over long stretches of time, streams and seeping water, frost and weather worked at the sandstone, loosening grain from grain and widening every crack and seam. Where the water found a weakness, it cut down and in, carving the narrow passages, ledges, and balanced shapes that mark the park today. Nothing here was made in haste. Every corridor and every perched stone is the memory of water patiently at work. Nowhere is that work more striking than in the Devil's Hallway. Here the trail threads toward a slim opening in the rock, a passage barely wider than a doorway squeezed between two tall walls of layered sandstone. Before us the corridor draws the eye inward, cool and shadowed, promising a way through the very body of the bluff. It is a threshold into the heart of the stone, where the cliffs close in and the outside world seems to fall away. As the passage receives us, the layered walls rise close on either hand. Bands of pale and rust-colored sandstone stack upward, each line a page in the long story of the rock. The stone is cool to the touch and faintly damp, softened here and there by moss and the delicate green of ferns. Overhead the walls lean toward one another, and the light narrows to a bright seam of sky far above the shadowed corridor. Deeper in, the passage narrows still further. The walls press so near that the corridor seems to hold its breath, and every sound softens in the close and shaded air. The sandy floor threads between the cliffs, following the single line the water once took. There is a hush in this narrow place, a sense of being folded into the rock itself, with towering stone on either side and only a ribbon of daylight overhead. Elsewhere in the park, the same patient carving has left a wonder of a different kind. Balanced rock is a great boulder perched atop a slender pedestal of sandstone, seeming to hover in defiance of gravity. Long ago, the softer stone around it wore away, while this stubborn cap held firm, until only a narrow neck of rock was left to bear its weight. It stands now as a quiet marvel, a heavy stone poised on the slimmest of foundations, shaped entirely by the wearing away of all that once surrounded it. Life clings wherever it can find a hold. Pine and hemlock root in the cool, shaded crevices of the cliffs, their dark green softening the pale stone. Ferns and mosses gather in the damp shadow of the walls, and the air among the rocks stays cool even on warm days. On the shaded northern faces, the forest leans close over the ledges, and the scent of pine drifts down into the narrow ways below. And then the stone gives way to water. The park takes its name from Mirror Lake, a quiet, sheltered lake cradled among the wooded bluffs. Protected from the wind by the high sandstone walls around it, its surface can lie so perfectly still that it becomes a flawless glass. Here the narrow world of stone opens into a wide and tranquil calm, where the same ancient rock that walls the passages now cups a mirror of water among the trees. On the stillest days, the lake performs its quiet magic. The wooded bluffs and pale cliffs lean over the water, and their every detail is repeated below, so exactly that the shoreline seems to open into a second, inverted world. Trees stand upon trees and stone upon stone, joined at the waterline. It is from this perfect doubling that the lake earns its name, a surface so calm that the land admires its own reflection in the water. The lake lies sheltered and still. Tucked into its narrow valley, ringed by bluffs and forest, the water is held apart from the noise of the wider country. Sound softens over its surface, and the calm seems to gather among the trees. It is a sheltered, restful place, where the stillness that fills the stone corridors settles just as deeply over the water, and the whole valley seems to hold a single, unbroken quiet. This is the character of the park in a single view, a landscape of narrow stone corridors and still water. On one hand, the tight passages of layered sandstone, cool and shadowed and close. On the other, the wide mirror of the sheltered lake, open and serene. Between them lies the whole story of the place, where the same soft rock that the water carved into slim passages also cradles the calm lake among the bluffs. And that is the lasting feeling this place leaves behind, a quiet beauty made of stone and stillness. There is a deep calm in these shaded corridors, and along this glassy shore, a sense of time slowed to the pace of carving water and settling light. Here the passage is narrow and the lake lies still, and the ancient sandstone holds them both in the same patient hush. It is a small and hidden world, and a peaceful one. A narrow passage between towering walls of layered sandstone, a boulder poised on its slender pedestal, and a sheltered lake lying still as glass among the bluffs. Thank you for watching. Follow for more interesting people, places, and things we cover on the channel.